Getting your first credit card is exciting, giving you access to sign-up bonuses, cash back, and travel points. But this is also when you are most vulnerable to making the common mistakes that lead to an inescapable cycle of high-interest debt. By the end of this video, we are going to build a foolproof automated system. Once running, you'll pay exactly $0 in interest while building a high credit score. To set this up, you need 3 tools ready: your credit card app, your primary checking account app, and your calendar. Using these 3 tools in a specific sequence makes your credit card usage predictable, ensuring you build credit without ever paying a cent in interest. Step 1 is a rule for every purchase. Whenever you hold that credit card, treat it like it's a debit card. This means you only swipe the card if the exact cash amount for that purchase is already sitting in your linked checking account, ready to pay for it. You also need a safety net to handle the unexpected. Build an emergency fund in a separate savings account with roughly 6 months of living expenses to cover things like sudden car repairs or vet bills. This cash buffer gives you the flexibility to pay off your balance immediately. Without it, one emergency can leave you with no choice but to rely on high-interest credit card debt to get by. This timeline shows how credit utilization works. Utilization makes up 30% of your total credit score, and it is calculated by taking your current card balance and dividing it by your total credit limit. This ratio is only reported to the credit bureaus on one specific day each month, your statement closing date. If you have a $1,000 limit and spend $500, the bank reports a 50% utilization rate on that closing date. This high percentage signals risk to lenders and will lower your credit score. To prevent this, use the prepay hack. Manually pay down most of your balance a few days before that closing date arrives. If you make a $490 manual payment early, it leaves a remaining balance of just $10 on the card. When the statement officially closes, the credit bureaus only see that $10 balance. They record a 1% utilization rate, which looks highly responsible. By timing your payments to reach the bank before the reporting date, you maximize your credit score without needing to change your actual spending habits. After the statement closes, you have about 3 weeks until the payment due date. It is important to keep this separate from the closing date we just discussed. This graphic shows the monthly statement the bank generates for you. It highlights 3 specific numbers: the APR, the minimum payment, and the full statement balance. You should ignore the APR and the minimum payment. Paying only the minimum is exactly what the bank wants. It allows them to carry your debt over to the next month and charge you interest at those high rates. Instead, look at the statement balance. Select that option and pay it off in full by the due date. When you pay the full statement balance every month, the bank cannot charge you interest. The high APR becomes irrelevant, and you keep every dollar of your own money. To ensure this happens every month, open your banking app and turn on AutoPay. Set it to pay the full statement balance on or before the due date. However, AutoPay has risks. If you don't have enough cash in your checking account, you could face overdraft fees. It can also make it easier to miss fraudulent charges if you stop looking at your accounts. To stay in control, set a recurring calendar reminder a few days before the AutoPay triggers. Use that time to check your cash levels and review your recent transactions for accuracy. Methodical. This hybrid system eliminates the risk of human error. It guarantees a perfect, on-time payment history, which accounts for a massive 35% of your total credit score. With your cash buffer established, your utilization low, and your hybrid safety net running, the system is now operational. You are now immune to high credit card interest rates, and you are building the top-tier credit score to secure the best rates on future loans. For a deeper look at the exact mechanics of billing cycles, click the video on your screen now. Once these rules are in place, the financial system stops being a risk and starts working entirely in your favor.